Hello, Black Sheep. It is me again, Tyree Ferrante, and I am here to talk about how I have been dealing with betrayal. Um, as you all know, I've been grieving the death of my fiance, and there have been some things that have happened that have made the grieving process a lot more difficult. Um, I have been dealing with people who were unkind, um, but the situations that were most unkind came from a bridesmaid to members of my family, an ex friend, and even my fiance. May he rest in peace. Um, and so I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do a video for each instance and talk about how I've dealt with it, what happened, what I was thinking afterwards, and how I have come to this point where, I'm okay. It is what it is. So, the first instance I'll talk about with this video will be with a friend, and I have known this friend for a minute. This friend, we've been friends. We have been friends with benefits, and we have been boyfriend girlfriend. And probably the one person who knows more about me than anyone else in this world. This person will come in my life and come out of my life, and we have loved each other and been in love, and no matter what the label of our relationship is, it has always been mutual love and respect. So I wasn't surprised when this person got in touch with me after my fiance passed away. I was actually very happy because I'd been dealing with a lot of turmoil, not just his death, but also some of that betrayal that I mentioned before. And he was one of those people that, not even one of those people, he was one of the only people where I could tell him exactly what was going on in my life. And he did not judge me, he never spoke down to me. He never gave me unsolicited advice. If I wanted his opinion, he would give it, and he gave it with love. He didn't make me feel like crap, or that I'd screwed up again, or that I need to do better. No, he just talked, and he was just a great person, and I always enjoyed my time with him, regardless of what type of relationship we had. Um, unless he was my boyfriend, because he wasn't a good one. He wasn't a good communicator. He was hard to pin down, and he wasn't any fun. So he came into my life. He became part of my support system, and he invited me to come spend some time in the state he was in. And I had planned a memorial for my fiance. And I said, I'm going down to that state by myself. I could just travel to your state right afterwards because I'm going to be alone and I'll need a friend. And he said, sure. And I told him that I would need some gas because I didn't have any money. It's like, fine, that's fine. And he had plans the day I was supposed to be coming in. I said, that's fine, just as long as you got food in the refrigerator, we're good. Day of the memorial occurs. Of course, it wasn't a good day. It wasn't a good day. Um, and nothing. He didn't call. He didn't answer the phone. He didn't return any messages. I was left on red. The next day, he lied and made up an excuse as to why he didn't respond. I knew it was a lie. And it really hurt my feelings. And I let him know it really hurt my feelings. And it was the first time that I articulated that something he had done had really hurt me in a mature way. Because I'm sure when I was a bit younger, I cursed him out or laid him out or something in a very immature, unhealthy fashion. Um, he apologized, told his lie, and invited me out again. And the same thing happened again. Didn't answer my phone calls. He didn't call. No response to my text message. Left me on red. The next day, I blocked him on everything. I unfriended him on Facebook, deleted, blocked. I don't even have his number. Because after I blocked his number, I deleted it. Because I wasn't about to take the chance that I was going to get in touch with him to hear another lie. And I'll tell you, I was so angry. I was angry with myself because he hadn't done anything that was unusual for him. He had displayed that type of inconsiderate, selfish behavior before. Um, I'm reading this book, Set Boundaries, Find Peace. And it's all about how to set boundaries, why we don't set boundaries, people pleasing. And what I realized, because the book said, it basically said you teach people how to treat you. But the book said that people watch how you treat yourself so that they know how to treat you. He had learned that it was okay to take my unconditional love for granted because I never called him out on his shit and held him accountable for his actions. And it's the same for all those other people. I say betrayal, but really all they did was the same thing they always did. The only difference is I woke up. I said, this behavior is no longer acceptable if you are going to continue to be a part of my life. And it's not. God didn't put me on this earth to be treated like shit. And if you love me, how do you love me and be unkind not even by accident, but by choice. If you love me, how can you look at me and know that I'm already in a difficult place? I'm already hurting, and choose to put more heartache on me? The conclusion I came to was the answer does not matter. What that person chooses to do does not matter. What matters is how I react. Okay, he can go out there and he can treat somebody else like an option. But truth be told, there was never an instance in that man's life where he ever had to wonder if he was loved at least by me. He knew I loved him unconditionally as his friend, genuinely. He knew that I did not want to be in his life for what he could give me monetarily because I never asked for anything. And he knew and still knows that I'm a good woman, a good person, a good friend. And I know it too. And see, that's the difference. I know my worth today. I know that I deserve to be treated well today by anyone that wants to be a part of my life. And so I choose to love myself and prioritize my mental well being over everybody else's. You want to take advantage of someone? You want to be disrespectful to someone? You want to feel entitled to tell someone how to live their life? You go do that with someone else. Okay? Because this is my life, my one life. And I'm going to live it the way I see fit. And that's it. I'm going to be happy. And that means I can't allow people in my life who take me for granted. That means I can't be okay with someone just leaving me on red. Mm-mm. No. So there's a heat again. I you know, I did think about calling him. I thought about it, but then I realized what good would that do? At the end of the day, I really don't think that he loves me enough, at least loves me more than he loves his ego, to apologize sincerely for what he did. I don't believe he has the capacity to be the friend that I need him to be. And I don't think that he'll ever have the capacity to be the man that he should be if no one ever holds him accountable for his actions. So hopefully he'll learn from this experience, learn that he missed out on the friendship of a lifetime and treat people better. I wish him well. He's successful, and I hope he continues to be successful. I hope that I read about him or hear about him or see him on TV, maybe. Um, and that I see that he has been prosperous and found the love of his life and that he's happy and blessed. I'm just sad that I can't be there to see it. But that's okay. It just wasn't meant to be. So that's all from me for this evening. Bye, Black Sheep.